Alright guys, this is a little video entry for Njdeviltactical's channel. This video is going to be about a pretty fucked up experience I had, so we'll just go ahead and say it's a comedy story video. Alright? And this actually is a true story. Anyways, let's get along with the story. Well, I used to live in Florida. I had a buddy. We'll call him Dickie Jr. Real fat dude. Probably like, I don't know, 420, 430 pounds. 6'1". I'm a pretty fat fucker too, but I'm tall. I'm 6'3". I'm probably like 285. I'm a big dude. This son of a bitch is fat. He's a cool dude though. This was probably when I was 17. I was 17 years old when this happened. Anyways, it all started off. We're at Wendy's in Tampa, Florida. We're eating, of course we're eating the triple stack. Of course both the meals are biggie size. Like, come on, we're fat. Get real. And I was probably still hungry after I finished it. Well, it starts off, we're eating our triple stacks. Mexican dude comes up, starts talking shit in Spanish. So I immediately just start laughing my ass off and keep on eating. But he has a beer in his hand, and he throws a beer in the truck and hits my buddy Ty in the face with the beer. So Ty gets out of the truck, and I couldn't believe what I saw. He takes his triple stack and throws it at him, and I'm like, dude, you're wasting that hamburger. Like, you're a fucking idiot. So that happened. He goes and gets another one. Whatever. This doesn't really have much to do with the story, but that's how I am. I'm just telling you the day, more or less, of what happened. So we're riding around in his grandfather's brand new Dodge Dakota. Brand fucking new. I don't even know why his grandfather let him drive that, because he's a complete fucking idiot. We're riding around and we're like, well, fuck it. Let's go over by the high school, where we went to high school. Let's go off-roading, because there was a trail. It happened to be right next to like this big canal. It's probably like a 60-foot cliff off a canal. We're riding around, hauling ass in the truck. Just dicking around, having a good old time. I called up our buddy. He came out there with a dirt bike. He's riding around. Of course, all this food's like jostling around in my stomach. I'm about to puke every 5 seconds. Chain smoking cigarettes, acting like idiots, just having a good old time, hanging out. Beautiful Tampa, Florida, doing some off-roading, or what we thought was off-roading. We're really just riding around like two fat idiots. And we start hauling some serious ass, because of course, me being an idiot, I'm like, Ty, don't be a fucking pussy, dude. Just hit it one time, dude. Like, seriously, what are you doing? So we're hauling ass, and I'm like, dude, stomp on this bitch. It's brand new. Put the pedal down. So, of course, you got one dumb fuck's friend telling him to do something dumb. Of course he's going to do it. He's fucking flooring it. Next thing I know, we're riding right next to the canal. Now, keep in mind, it's a 60-foot straight drop off into this canal of water, body of water in Tampa, Florida. Dirty-ass water, too, because it was in the bay. Where there's like alligators and shit all over the place in there. We're hauling ass. Next thing I know, the tail end of the truck kicks over the side of the cliff, and I'm like, fuck. That's what I say as we're getting ready to go over. Well, sure enough, that fucking truck flipped end over end 3 times, somehow got sideways and went into rolled sideways twice. We land in the water, thank God, right side up. And the truck starts sinking. I had my seatbelt on. He didn't have his seatbelt on, so his fat dumbass's head was just slamming into the roof. He was such a big guy that he's what kept the roof from collapsing in on me and probably killing me and him too, for that matter. I don't know how it didn't hurt him. But anyways, so we're rolling down. We land in the water. Truck starts sinking. My legs are pinned underneath the dashboard. And I'm like, oh, this is so fucking awesome. I thought my legs were broken because I couldn't feel them because the dashboard had just slammed down on my legs. Well, anyways, I get loose. My window's cracked. I pull out my knife and I bust the glass out of the window because I couldn't get the door open because, we're sinking in water and you really can't open the doors when that happens. Like, that's for real. So I'm falling. I think I had a Kershaw. Shit, I don't know what it was. It's that Kershaw with the speed assist that has the FRN handles. Oh, I know that doesn't really say much. I don't know, an older knife. I got it at Walmart. And I broke the glass with the actual blade. And we both got out of the truck. We were both fine. I literally didn't have a scratch on me. My legs were fine. I thought they were broken at first because I couldn't feel them because the dashboard had them pinched down to the bottom of the, floor pan. But we were fine. Once we got into the water, we're like, oh, fuck, we got to get the fuck out of this water. The truck is sinking. It was to the fucking bottom of the water, which I don't know how deep it was, but it was deeper than 6'3", I'll tell you that. And, we're sitting there looking at it at first in the water like, holy fucking shit, what just happened? And he's like almost crying because it's his grandfather's truck. And this fucking truck is totaled. I mean, before it even hit the water, it was totaled. And I'm like, dude, we got to get the fuck out of this water. And keep in mind, these 2 triple stacks are still sitting real heavy on our fat asses. It's hot as a bitch. And he's like, dude, why are you rushing? I'm like, dude, there's alligators in this water. And he's like, oh, fuck, we got to get the fuck out of the water. I'm like, yeah, no shit. So we go swim over to the side of the water. The little cliff, I look up and I'm like, there ain't no fucking way in hell me and this fat fucking dude, 2 fat idiots who've just eaten a shitload of Wendy's are going to get up this fucking cliff. I mean, it wasn't straight up and down, but it was pretty good angle. Well, I got up halfway. He gets up halfway. He falls back into the water, falls back into the water 3 fucking times. And every time I had to go down back into the fucking alligator-infested water and help him get up. I finally drag his fat ass up to the top of the shit, and we're just sitting there. By then, the truck is sunk. I can barely see it in the water. And I'm like, fuck, what are we going to do now? So he calls his grandfather, and he's like, Grandpa, I wrecked your truck. And his grandfather's thinking, oh, that's not that big of a deal. I was like, was he pissed? He's like, he's not yet. So we're showing his grandfather. His grandfather comes out there, and he's like, where is the truck? Y'all were off-roading. Did you run into a tree? We take him over to the edge, and we're like, there's the truck. You could barely see it in the water. Fucking barely. I mean, it was sunk. And he looks, and he goes, where is it, Ty? Where is it, Dickie? I just said his name. Fuck it. He looks into the water and he goes, you dumb, fat sons of bitches. Fucking wrecked my truck into the canal? And Ty goes, I'm so sorry. His grandfather slaps him over the back of the head, the whole 9 yards. He walks us back to his van, and I'm thinking, I didn't really do shit, but I was just riding with him. I lived 4 miles away from the accident. His fucking asshole grandfather refused to take me home. And I had to walk 4 miles after all that bullshit, after helping him get out of the water and all that shit. And, it's partially my fault anyway, so. Yeah, I walked home. My dad made me go to the hospital. Nothing was wrong with me. Turned out my buddy, Dickie Jr., had a mild concussion. And I think he cracked 2 or 3 ribs, which ain't too bad for not wearing your seatbelt and flipping down a 60-foot, incline into a body of water. But that's my story. I say it's a comedy because I look back on it, it's funny. But I'm very thankful that that we were both okay and all that. But that's my story. It's a true story. I know it sounds like bullshit, but it's not. And, yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks.